lot of following.
So we'll introduce you and then we'll bring you onto the page. So it'll just be
Yep.
us two first, and then we'll go to you. So
Okay.
yeah, so we should be back
So
live.
we think we're live now.
Yes.
So our first ever Facebook Live video from the National Tractor Pulling Legends page. We're pretty excited about that. So
Yes.
And tonight, thank you, Ryan, for coming up to the house tonight and saying, "Hey, let's figure out this Skype thing."
Yeah. So
So our first candidate is Kevin Dick for the Little American Pulling
Yes.
Team. We'll bring him up right now. Kevin, you're live on the National Tractor Pulling Legends Facebook page. Wave to everybody. Show them it's really you. Not like we're doing some weekend at Bernie's. It's working.
yes, it's
So
working.
everybody, so let's talk to the legend. Talk to the legend pullers. You know, we got the Facebook page going after Bowling Green last year. You got a lot of helpers with it. It's been really good. You and I talk a lot on the phone, off the air, about how great it is, what the legends are doing. You know, for the history of the pulling, and also just the fact that you're starting to come out to the shows. You're putting on these shows. It's giving the fans something to really, kind of like you said, reminisce about different things like that. So welcome, Kevin Dick, to the National Tractor Pulling Legends series page.
Hello, gentlemen. How are I?
Ladies and gentlemen, you seem nervous, Kevin. Don't be nervous. So
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Well, like I said, I was coming in from mowing the lawn, and I really wasn't expecting to be on Skype tonight.
well, if you're a friend of mine, things are very impromptu, and they're just kind of, you like how I called you and said, "Hurry up, get to your computer. I'm going to teach you how to Skype." Right? So,
Dennis
Yeah.
Wilson says hi.
Dennis Wilson says hi.
Well, Dennis paid for this shirt, so he ought to be able to say hi.
He says you need to lose a few. No, I'm just joking. So let's talk about. So if you're just joining us right now, we're with Kevin Dick right now on Facebook Live on the National NTPL page. Just talk about what's coming up this season. What do we got coming up? Not this weekend, but the following weekend, Kevin.
Yeah, we're down at the Sullivan's Pull in Williamstown, Kentucky, Grant County.
Okay.
We're going to pull on Friday night and Saturday night. I understand Sullivan's are going to make an exhibition pass with their 4-engine mod after us on Friday night, and then I think the Boyds are coming down. I'm not sure if they're bringing both mods, but I think they're coming down Saturday, and then Sullivan's will hook their tractor. So to give people a little perspective of how 4-engine modifieds were 40 years ago and how they are now, and it's obviously quite different from a power standpoint.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's very, very cool. So, Ryan, we had the Legends in Richland Center last October. Really, really cool. Kevin and I talked about the fact that, we're an hour south of Toma. A lot of memories and different things like that. What's really been driving the Legend pullers, Kevin? Who are the kind of the main guys that have been organizing this and getting you guys out there? Because you've taken it basically from nobody's ever heard of the Legend pullers before. Now you have 13 or 14 pulls booked, and there's a lot of interest in it.
Yeah, well, I think it's the brainchild of Mike Ott, because Mike started restoring the Bossy tractor probably, I don't know, 2008, 2009, something like that, and he just started making some exhibition pulls. And Gary Grimm, he lives just west of Bowling Green. He has the Sassy Massey turbine and did a lot of TNT indoor pulling back in the heyday in the 70s, late 70s through the 80s with that tractor. And Mike and Gary just kind of started doing exhibition pulls, and it's kind of took off. And I got a phone call one day. I had bought a tractor back in 2011 that my dad had been the mechanic on that had won Louisville in 1977. And he called me up and he said, how about getting that thing restored and getting it out on the track? And then it just started snowballing from there. And here we are. We probably got about 19 functioning tractors and 3 or 4 more coming.
So what do you think, what are some of the fan favorites? Is the City Slicker kind of the fan favorite, or what do you see the most interest in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the City Slicker's huge just because it's so unique in its design. It's got a live axle. It's chain-driven. The engine is in transversely. The driver sets in front of the engine. And we always tease Rick Pilner that you just got to set in there and press a button, and then you can just drive it down the track. But it's actually much more complex than that.
So what do you think it's like driving that versus driving a modified today?
I don't know. What's it like driving a 70 Pinto versus a 2012 Mercedes-Benz, Jason?
So it's a smoother ride and there's air conditioning, or what?
Hey, we're up to 40 people watching, just to let you know.
That's That's
I would think that Drive the City Slicker looks to me like Rick's pretty busy in there. I'm not sure it's something that I'd want to tackle. He does a good job with it. Here again, we try to keep the tractors close to the way they were back in the day, and they can present a little bit of mechanical challenges to driving them. I know mine, unbeknownst to me, last year had a couple spiders tied up on the cross, so some of the time it was like a live axle, and I was wondering why my brakes weren't working, and it should drive like a Cadillac compared to that, the way it went last year. So everybody's going through that stuff that sat around for numbers of years and rusted up, and we're replacing things, and we're getting there. It's a process, and I think we're heading in the right direction, and looking forward to the season for sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, so we have Gabe Summers here. He's asking, what's the horsepower range like for your vehicle?
Well, my tractor's 484 supercharged Hemi. It's just an old school blower and fuel injected, only 30% overdrive to burn the fuel. I'm going to say it's probably around 1400 compared to, a Knox Hemi today or whatever. You're probably pushing 3000 with a 1471 blower on it. So
still 1400, still good range, Good,
yeah, and I don't think a Cockshot 40 built in the 50s for 40 horsepower was built for 30.5s with 1400 horse on it, but that's what they did at the time because that's all they had. So we're still doing it.
No, that's very cool. And then also we're supposed to have Mary Womble.
Yes.
She's going to be our guest next week on Let's Grow Pulling. So
she's from Tennessee.
So Dennis Wilson says hi. Jim Alt says hi. What else? Brian Decker, great job, Kevin. So we got a lot of people watching.
Yeah.
This is cool. So if you're just joining us, we got Kevin Dick with us on right now from National Tractor Pulling Legend Series, a little American.
We're almost at 50.
So this is good. I mean, this is good for the sport. Do you want to talk about some of the upcoming polls? I know we're putting you on the spot tonight, Kevin, but which ones?
Yeah. Well, I want to Jim Alt at the the Blue Goose that he restored of his dad's that had the flag at Bowling Green on Sunday. So Jim Alt's got a lot of history. Jim Alt used to ride the Heartbreaker 2 sled at Bowling Green years ago. So he's been down the track with about every tractor in the 70s. Brian Decker is the owner of my tractor originally, Gaylord Zeckman. That's his grandson, so that's pretty cool. And his kids, which would be Gaylord's great-grandkids, they love to come to the pulls. So it's really neat. It's going down to 5- and 6-year-old children here that are interested in this. But we've got the Sullivan Pull coming up a week from Saturday and Sunday. We've got Ada, Ohio.
Kevin, who do you think's all going to be at the Sullivan Pull from the Legend Series?
Mike Gott's 4-motor, Bossy Tractor, Gary Grimm's Sassy Massey Turbine, Joel Rathke's Terraceland Special, My Spirit of 76, and maybe the City Slicker, but I'm not sure if they're going to make it or not. They're scrambling. They're working hard to get there, but I'm not sure if they're going to make it or not.
Billy Shoemaker says hi, and Brian Decker also.
Yeah. Brian Decker's the grandson of the guy who built My Spirit of 76 tractor. So he never thought he'd ever get to see that thing go down the track, and he's just elated that it is, and so are his kids, and they're probably 9 and under.
So family, this is family, and we talk about a lot. I mean, your friends become family, you know what I mean? And then they talk about his grandkids and things like that. That's awesome. So
absolutely. Look what you've had to pay me to talk to you, Jason.
I mean, yeah, the check's in the mail. Don't worry, Dick.
Yeah.
So,
you might want to wait about a month to cash it.
Yeah, because I'm freshening up my motor right now, so funds are a little tight. So
I understand. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm not in pulling for the friends. I'm in it because it pays really, really well. Like
the sarcastic thought of the night by Kevin Dick. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, cool. So so we got Sullivan Pull coming up. What other ones do you want to kind of highlight before we let you go tonight?
Well, I think the Ada Pull then in June is the Bargees Pull, June 16th, 17th, PPL Pull in Greenville, Ohio. Looking forward to that. The Little American Tractor is another one that I have that I'm going to get out on the track here soon. And Ron Bargee, Sr., drove it to a points championship 40 years ago. So it's my goal, or our goal, and the Bargees' goal to get him back in the seat 40 years later and see how that goes.
That's beyond awesome that you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking that's the payoff for me. I'm not driving. It's okay, but just being a part of it and being around it and hearing the stories and talking to the people. And I mean, these stories are, I was 8, 9, 10 years old, and these people are telling me things that I never knew, and I'm just blessed and fortunate to own the tractors and be able to be involved, and it's just awesome.
No, it is cool.
And of course, we're looking forward to you guys to be at Churn-Dirt.
Yeah, Richland Center, July 22nd. It's, we've made the July event just one day. I mean, we have 3 events a year, Kevin. I've told you about that. And our volunteer, just starting to burn out the volunteers. So we're going to 3 one-day events a year now. In July, we're gonna start about 11:30 in the morning with Southwest Wisconsin Pullers. We'll hook you in the afternoon, and then we'll work, probably start working the track about 5 o'clock, dig it up, and then start the Badger State Pull that night. And we'll hook you guys again right at the beginning of the show. And I think it's going to be really neat for everybody to see that. And that's our premier pulling event of the year when we bring in, it's gonna be a heck of an event. It's gonna be really excited to have
hopefully
you guys
Mother
there.
Nature works a little bit better.
Yeah, we had 3 inches of rain last year.
Yeah.
Last year was a canoe race.
Yes.
So.
Well, just as long as we're back to honkers before the kitchen closes, we're all.
No, we have every room booked for honkers. The whole place is full of pullers this year. So.
Boy, you ought to have lights flashing, and it ought to be something there.
You guys are special.
Yes.
Very, very special.
I think they enjoyed you just as much as you guys enjoyed honkers as well. So.
Yeah, well, Joel Rathke said if he couldn't stay at honkers, he wasn't coming back. So that's how that.
That's true. So. Well, hey, anything else you want to talk about, Kevin, before we let you go tonight? Thanks again, first of all, I know I kind of popped this on you and you just got done mowing the lawn. Thanks for running the house and setting up Skype for the first time. We're your first Skype experience, too.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything. I'm willing to try most anything one time, Jason. So
Fair enough. I'll remember that.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else you want to say before we let you go, bud?
Well, just thanks a lot. I mean, we really appreciate it. This is really fun. I mean, how we can take the technology that you guys are willing to step up to the plate and learn how this is, and look at all these people that are tuning in that had nothing better to do this evening than to listen to us talk.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I mean, we can't help it. We can't help it. They lead boring lives. Because look at us. We're sitting in our house talking to each other. So, no, this is. I feel this is the future of promotion. I think pulling is going to go a lot more web-based. The streaming like Louisville this year and different things like that, because people just can't get out to. I mean, we got people working second shift and third shift and weekends now. People can't. We don't have that Monday through Friday 40-hour work week anymore. Nobody does, and I think it allows people to really watch the stream, and I think it's going to help the promoters. It's going to help the sponsors from that level because we can show those kind of stats. I mean, Kevin, our page will reach 3 million to 7 million people a week. Kind of depends on if something went viral or not, got a lot of shares. But, like the Legends page has been really good, and there's a lot of people, I guarantee, that just got Facebook to check out the Legends page.
I mean, we didn't even promote this show, and we've been almost, between almost 40 to 50 people
live
going back and forth.
But this will reach 10,000
with no promotion,
timelines.
with no promotion either, like we do for our show.
Yeah, so it's good. So we can do this, Kevin, all summer long to help you promote, your upcoming polls, because it's important. We got to keep growing polling, and this is another way to get fans out to the events.
You even got a comment, Jason, Brian Decker said good show. So.
Well, thanks, Brian Decker. So that's the grandson of
and Jason Skillen.
Jason Skillen, he's a good guy. I see him on Facebook all the time. So.
Yeah, so just like you, Jason, I'm sitting here talking to you, and I got somebody else working on my tractors because I don't know how to do it.
Yep. Hey, I'm the same way. I haven't. I do not work on my tractor. I got my good buddy Brent, and that drives it as well as I do, and then Ryan Keller and Tyler Behrens. I know that I'm not good at that stuff. I'm good at yakking, and I think I do a halfway decent job at it. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm good at. So. That's
right. Yeah, we can all pull the rope one way or another here and promote pulling and expose it and generate interest and fan viewership, whatever it takes.
Yeah, but I think the Legends are going to add another aspect to pulling that's missing, and it's another entertainment value. And I thank you very much to all you guys. It's a passion. Your passion is just as strong as my passion to have a good run in 4.1. Your passion is to restore old tractors, and thank you so much.
Especially to make the trip up to Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Too,
Yeah, these guys aren't making any money for what we pay them, so it's all good. So this is not a negotiating tip either, Dick. So I want to be clear.
We love it. We love it. We're really excited about coming up there. I think that's going to be an annual deal if we can pull it off. If you're interested,
It absolutely is. So we're going to let you go, Kevin.
Thanks.
And thank you, bud.
All right, man. Take care.
Yep, see you, bud.
All right, bye-bye.
That was great.
Are we stopped streaming?
No, we're still live.
Oh, we're still live?
Yeah,
Okay.
I let him go.
Okay, you let Kevin go.
Yeah, we
Okay.
want to kind of like wrap it up smoothly.
Oh,
Remember, we want to do a professional style
Oh, that's
show.
right.
You
I
know,
keep forgetting about that.
Yes.
So.
Someone
Anyway,
has
this
to
is
run
cool.
the show.
Thank you, Ryan, for learning how to do this. I think
Yes.
a lot of people that do a lot of the Facebook Live stuff, like Matt with Wisconsin Pulling Promoters, will jump on board with
I think this will only just
And
help
that's-
us go
and
up to
actually,
the next level.
I enjoy the phone interviews, but that was cool
Yeah.
to see that.
Well, then we can actually, people can see their face reaction, and
Yeah.
I think it's, they don't have to hold the phone up to their
we
ear.
were even talking about putting that face to the puller. You
Yes.
know what I mean? And Kevin had never Skyped in his life before. So when you were talking to Matt, I was on the phone with him like, hey, just use your email account and get after it. So you don't have to be scared of it.
No, and I mean, and
How would you rate the overall quality?
Yeah.
Of this call? I'd give it 5 stars or 4.
There we go.
You know, it was excellent.
Skype gets
Good job.
a good.
And I think it depends upon the bandwidth and different things.
Yes,
like that.
yeah. So Matt was going in and out. on
Yep.
his
So check
Wi-Fi,
out the
so-
Legends National Tractor Pulling Legends Series Facebook page, and
Yeah,
we're
we'll be
cool.
back on Monday night with Let's Grow
We
Pulling.
got Mary Womble on from
Yes.
Greenfield, Tennessee. We're gonna try to get a hold of Doug Borth as well and talk a little
Showdown in Kurtown.
per town, and then we got try to get Scott Vivian back on, and then we got Brad Hartman coming up.
Yes.
We're gonna pull with them. this
Busy
summer.
as we
Yep.
inch closer to the outdoor pulling season.
Let's
We're
get
only
closer.
2
We're
weeks?
getting excited.
No, 3 weeks away from Mayhem.
And then
right?
Pat Hack confirmed he'll be on our Badger State show next Monday night.
Yes.
And,
So we're
long
still trying
time
to figure out the show. That
Puller. Yeah, what should we name it?
Yeah,
I
I mean-
like BSTP Weekly.
Yeah.
It's short.
That or I did like Greg's idea was Monday night polling.
Yeah.
That was cool too. So we might have to do a poll.
We might have to-
put up a poll like Matt does on his Wisconsin polling promotions and maybe showdown between those two.
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
So-
So good night,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Share this out in your timelines.